Hi, this is Oliver Duck,
This is Henry's Grade 15 here.
and here we are on our second Classic Sunday. So, yeah, this is our new series, Classic Sundays, a classic episode, not much more than that. Today we're doing The Flying Kipper, debatably one of the most kind of classic episodes and best in the Thomas Tank Engine series.
So I really can't say nothing else instead of just saying like this is just a really good episode. I remember seeing this as a kid when I was like 5 or 6. It was on a Christmas DVD, Thomas's Christmas Adventure DVD. I mean DVD or
Mm,
VHS, I believe. Um, I
yeah, I
remember
think I had
watching
that
it
one
from
too.
there. I remember
Yeah,
watching it from there, and that's how this, like, in a sense, became one of my favorite episodes of all time. So,
yeah, not much else to say, so why don't we just start it?
all right, let's start this in three, two, one.
One winter evening, Henry's driver said, "We'll be out early tomorrow. We've
Okay,
got to
guys.
take
So
the
if
flying
you
Kipper."
don't know
Don't
that
tell
much about
Gordon,
this
but I
episode,
think if we pull
this
the
was
Kipper nicely, the
part
Fat
of a
Controller will let us pull the Express.
three episode
The
series
special coal they
surrounding
gave you is
Henry.
working
And
well.
when they talk about special
"Hurrah!"
coal, it's
cried
coming
Henry. "That
from
will be
the
lovely."
episode Coal, which is basically Henry needing like special coal for him to get better.
All kinds of ships
Yeah,
use the harbor at the big
Welsh Colt to
station
be
by the sea.
Pacific. Now let's look at
Passenger
this.
ships,
This
cargo
is
ships,
one
and fishing
of the
boats
best
also
model
come here.
scenes in my
They
opinion.
unload their fish on the quay. Some
I
of
wish
it
they would
goes
have
to
told the
shops in
name
the
of the
town,
city,
and
but
the rest in
I
a
mean
special
overall,
train to
And
other
they could have
places
said like
it's
along
meant
the
to
London
be
or
a
way.
something like
Tidmouth.
that.
This is the train the railwaymen
It's
call
meant to be
the
Tidmouth
Flying
where it
Kipper.
comes from. I'm not actually sure where it goes to though.
That's
Railway
the thing
series,
though,
Henry
but
was ready at
unfortunately
5
they
o'clock.
never did that because Henry
Snow
kept
and
on
frost.
crashing.
Ben hustled and
yeah.
shouted, loading
I
up
would
with his
assume it would
winter
be
fish.
bears and
The
friends. Look,
last door
okay,
back,
now let's
the
listen
dog
and
showed
look.
his green
This is the
teeth.
best part
The
of
Flying
anything
Kipper
Henry's ever
was
done.
ready to go.
The music.
I love this
Come on,
part.
don't be silly, puff Henry
Best
Chickadee
music.
cried.
chickadee chomp,
The band shuddered and
or
groaned.
chick chomp.
Let's just listen to this.
All right. That is better,
I mean,
that
the
is
scenes are
better,
just so
puffed Henry.
beautiful, and I just love it, like how they show the scene, how the sun's just about coming up, but you can still tell that it's nighttime.
When you think of empowering
Clouds of
Thomas
smoke and steam
moments,
poured
this
from the
comes
sun
to
into the
mind.
cold earth, and the fire's light shone brightly. Hurry, 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 panted Henry.
And it's short and sweet. They don't pack,
They
like, they
really
don't spread it
were.
out too much like the
The
new
night grew
episodes.
better. The signal light
This is
shone green
basically
as they
the only
passed.
few of the episodes that I really know of Henry's theme like this.
Then
Yeah.
a yellow signal appeared ahead. His driver prepared to stop, but the home signal was down. All clear, Henry.
It's a shame
Away
what's
we
about
go.
to happen to Henry for those who have never watched this episode. But if you've never watched this episode, I do not know I just don't know what's wrong with you.
No, go watch it other than this video because it's muffled most of the time.
I
A
wonder
goods
what's
train
in
was
those
waiting in the
cars.
siding to let
Cocaine,
the
maybe?
Flying Kipper pass, and the driver and fireman were drinking
They were
cocoa
snorting
in the
coke
brake
in the
van.
brake van. I heard
The
that.
Kipper is due, said the guard. Who cares, said the fireman.
I heard
This is
cocaine.
good cocoa. The driver got up.
Saying I heard
Come
cocaine.
on, fireman, back to our engine. They got out just in time.
Oh my god, I see it. I see a hand. I see a hand.
Yep, there's the end.
What the heck is up with that face, Henry?
Henry's driver and fireman had jumped
Saddest.
clear before the crash.
This just makes me want to cry.
Henry lay dazed and surprised.
Hey, James.
The Fat Controller came to see him. The signal was down, sir, said Henry. Cheer up, Henry. It wasn't
At least
your
the
fault.
Fat Controller ain't
Ice and
being
snow
stupid in
caused
this
the accident.
episode, and he knows
I'm
like
sending
what
you
happened
to
and
Crewe, a
everything.
fine place to
He
stay.
keeps his nobility.
Give you a new shape and a larger firebox. You'll feel a different engine and won't need special coal anymore.
Reference
Won't
from the
that be
episode
nice?
before. Hey,
Yes,
look, it's
sir,
Edward too. Hey, Edward.
And, you know, Burner listened to that. He doesn't need special coal anymore, as we discussed
Henry
yesterday.
disappointed Crewe, but was glad to come home. A crowd of People waited to see him arrive in his new shape. He looked so splendid and strong that they
What's
gave him
up?
3 cheers. Peep, peep, he whistled. Thank you very much.
If you look closely in these close-ups we're going
I'm
into
sorry
here
to say that
in a
although I
second,
don't show
yeah,
more often,
but he
soon
goes
people
into
will
other
come
shape.
to see
That's
Henry
his
on
old shape
arrival.
there.
I often see him pulling the express. He does it so well that Gordon is jealous. But that's another story.
Okay, so how do you think? What do you think?
This episode is just a pure classic, and just a little run on of information. The next episode, when Ringo Starr or George Carlin says, well, that's another story. There actually really is another story that comes right after, which is the last story of the Henry saga. Dare I say it? And
From the book.
yeah, and I just think that even though this is like one of the greatest episodes of all time, and like you might doubt me, I actually think um um the next episode is actually one of my favorites of all time. But like I said, Ted, that's another story. See what I
Yes.
did there? See what I did there?
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. So, and this episode inspired people like Johnny to name the channel after Henry. Things like that, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that is actually spot on, and I just like Henry's character because usually he's always put down by a bigger engine such as Gordon and all, and it's good to see like Henry like come out victorious of a bad situation.
Yeah, and have a really kind of empowering and exciting moment. So let's get to the rankings. For a change, I'll rank it versus time. So, since this is a classic series episode 20, I'll give it 19.5. Just spot on in almost every regards. They barely changed it from the Railway series. The modeling was great. Can't see any flaws, other than the hand, but it takes 1 or 2 times watching it to realize that. Um, their point 5 would have to be for the lazy filming where they use stock footage of Henry afterwards when he's like gallivanting around of his old shape. That would be my only negative comment on it. That's only point 0.5 for me, so I'm happy with 19.5 of 20.
Really, I don't take pet peeves out of like cans and like Henry's old shape and stuff like that. Like really, I didn't even notice Henry's old shape was used in the older photo, like in the older things or whatever. So I really can't say that I hate it in any way possible. I have nothing bad to say about it. So I'm gonna have to give this review. Dare I say it? I'm gonna say for the first time, I'm gonna give this review a 20 out of 20. And it's going to be even crazier because I like the next episode even much better. But as I said, that's another story.